Hey, what's up? If you're seeing this video, perhaps like many of us, you've been craving intimacy during a period of social distancing. So how do we get intimate during this period if there's no physical contact? In this video, I'm gonna share with you 3 different ways on how to get real intimate and let your guard down during a period where we may need it the most. So for sure, getting physical is fun and all. It's part of being intimate. But perhaps during this period of time, it will help us shift our perspective to what true intimacy is. Intimacy isn't just about taking off your clothes. True intimacy is felt energetically, despite the distance. Despite the social distancing, it's a choice to let yourself be seen for who you truly are, letting your guard down, letting others in and yourself. Because like Brene Brown says, without vulnerability, there is no intimacy. So it's about being vulnerable. So why is it that if a lot of us crave intimacy, when we get close to someone that we feel we may be connected on a deeper level, why is it that we then back out? Why is it that in moments we don't let our guard down, that we choose to close up, that we choose to put up these walls and barriers? I'm someone who was never vulnerable prior to my heart surgery. I didn't open up to people on a deep level, and I certainly did not let myself in. I avoided to let myself be exposed to my darkness, to my fears, to my true emotions and desires. I blocked it out. I escaped it. I numbed it because I was afraid that this person or myself would reject these parts of me, that would not accept me, or that would not love me for who I am deep down. Therefore, I was never connecting at a heart-to-heart level, not only with others, but with myself either. It made me feel empty inside. So for sure, getting real intimate and experiencing true intimacy is terrifying, to say the least. And it can take so much time for you to be open to that idea. But perhaps now, more than ever, during this quarantine, after everything we've lived, after all that we've been through emotionally, after everything that's been surfacing recently, our wounds, our triggers, what we now know we want the most, what we want to experience, because we realize that life is so short. Getting real intimate during this period of time, it will help shift your vibration. It will help shift your energy towards feeling less alone. You're going to feel more connected, and you're going to get to know yourself and others more on a deeper level. So I want to share with you how we can not necessarily overcome this fear of intimacy, because I feel like no matter how much inner work that you do, we may still feel the fear of being truly intimate with someone that we feel so connected to. So here are 3 ways of letting your guard down, of letting that shit, break that shit. Time to get real intimate. So one of the ways to let your guard down is to be open to first getting intimate with yourself. You are the person that you go to sleep with every night. You deserve to feel connected to yourself. A little kid that you once were, hold this person and practice self-compassion the way that you would be with a friend, you know? How do you want to hold a friend in a moment when they're sad? Do that with yourself. You don't always have to be this warrior, because a lot of the times we try to prove ourselves that we don't need to cry, that we don't need to show pain, that we don't need to feel these emotions. I've been trying to stay strong, but then I realized that doesn't work. But sometimes I still try to trick myself into being strong and being positive to shift my vibes. But in moments where I do have the opportunity to get truly connected, to get truly intimate with myself, I take it. Once you see it as something that you need and want to experience, then you're going to slowly start to let the guard down. That's when you can grow self-love. And that's when things start to fall into place. Tell yourself that you are worthy of this. The parts of you that feel dark during these moments is the parts of you that you need to nurture. And perhaps the parts of you that are dark, that you try to hide from yourself and others, is actually something that others would see light in. That's when you start to heal. When you shed light towards the parts of yourself that you try to block out. Thus, the more that you let yourself in, the more you'll be open to letting others in. Because then you'll start to trust yourself. Then you're going to start to see that it feels amazing when you connect and be real intimate with yourself. You discover a lot about who you are, about what you feel, about what you want. And I'm a huge believer that your emotions are interconnected with your health, with your physical health. So when you feel good, when you release these emotions, when you pay attention to them and you show it compassion, then you can actually free yourself from it. Then you can actually be in a healthier state on a physical level as well. The second way is to cultivate courage. We may always, in some way, in some moments, feel the fear of intimacy, especially when we come in contact with someone who we feel deeply connected to. When it's like, what is that? I still get scared. No matter how much I do love myself now, and no matter how much I crave true intimacy, especially during this period of time, there are moments that I'll meet someone that I truly connect with, but then I'll have all these fears come up inside me. The potential it has to get even deeper by me showing my true self, by me being really intimate with this person, makes me scared because I don't know what's gonna happen next. Because we know that if we feel this deep connection, there's so much at stake. We'd ask ourselves, what if this ends? What if this person hurts us? What if we lose this? What if we lose ourselves in this connection by being so intimate with someone else? And by fully letting go, that would mean losing control of the outcome. And for a lot of us, it's being afraid of the unknown. Because even if it could be amazing, this is something that we may not be ready for, something that we may not be used to if we've never let that happen. I heard this in a video somewhere where they were talking about fear in the ways that if you are afraid of doing something, to diminish this fear is by facing the fear, is by doing that thing that makes you scared. And the more that you do it, the less scary it'll be. So if you choose to want to experience intimacy because you know that this is something you want, then cultivating courage is about taking action in that moment when you have the opportunity to get real intimate with yourself and with someone else. And the more that you do that, the less you'll be afraid. The more you're going to see the benefits of what getting real intimate does. So cultivate to share your innermost desires and your innermost truths, things that you feel you would love to share with the people that you feel safe around. And how do you know? Well, once you're more connected with yourself, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel the openness. If you really want to experience true intimacy, make your desire, your yearning to experience true intimacy bigger than your fear. The moment that I realized that what I was missing was true connection with myself and with others, when I opened up, when I was open to love within myself, it felt liberating. The third way of getting real intimate during this period of time is by choosing to be here now. In the present moment, all we have is now. Because if you attach to an outcome or you're afraid and back out because of that, you may let an opportunity, an amazing opportunity to connect, to grow, to feel with yourself pass by. Or a person that could have became a meaningful relationship, or people that you meet that may even be part of your soul tribe. If it feels natural, whether it's on a dating app and you feel this sort of like you have a little pull, like you feel this attraction, this pull towards this person, and it's leading towards potential opportunity for true intimacy, choose to be here now, to let yourself experience it, to take a leap of faith in that moment, to see what it could bring you. In letting yourself be here now, you would feel alive. And I think that's what we most want to feel at the moment. I get real intimate because you grow from being intimate with yourself and with others. You feel less alone. You would have opportunity to experience some of the most beautiful moments when you let yourself be seen, when you let your guard down. All these innermost desires, these fears, these secrets that you've been holding on to out of fear of being abandoned, rejected due to the past. With everything going on, I think that is a big enough reason. While this madness and this pandemic has been getting us more in the feels, getting us more vulnerable, perhaps this is an opportunity for us to realize that what we truly yearn in these moments is to truly be connected to others and ourselves, to get real intimate on a level that is deep, more than physical. Recently, I've shared some of my deepest fears and secrets with my soul tribe, with people that I knew that I wanted to maintain and continue building a stronger relationship. In doing so, holy shit, I felt so much less alone. I felt like understood. Perhaps through this whole pandemic, it may inspire us to look further within, to want to truly experience intimacy. Because in these moments when we have no means to have physical affection, maybe right now you can't experience intimacy to the fullest potential, but you can still experience true intimacy. We can do this virtually. We can do this by phone. We can do this by video call. Like house party is like a perfect way to get down. And with yourself, I mean, you can literally just meditate and sit with yourself and just let your guard down. What I find really dope with intimacy is that you can get naked without having to take your clothes off, and it will still feel amazing. But just like perhaps a different kind of amazing. That's when you create very deep soul connections. Because with true intimacy, nothing really ever separates you. Not time, not space. And even if we were to get to a point, knock on wood, that we'd have to wear hazmat suits, you can still experience true intimacy. You just have to speak through a suit. But you can still show yourself energetically to someone else. When you allow yourself to get real intimate, in turn, you can create a more meaningful relationship with yourself and others. And in turn, you can grow. You can have more self-love. You can feel liberated. You can feel connected. You can feel like you're alive and shift your vibe during these times. So yeah, I really felt the need to make this video because I've been feeling the craving for true intimacy, and thank God I have my soul tribe that I can connect with. Because isn't the purpose to truly connect to yourself, to others, to experience that on a deep level? So if you guys have been wanting to get real intimate and get down, Now is the time, yo. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe and healthy. I hope that you have your own means to connect with others on a deep level during this period of time. I wish you all the support, the emotional support, as we're all going through a rough time. One love, baby. Sending you love. Sending you intimate vibes. Get real intimate. Let your guard down. Let it down.